Hello and welcome to another Rose Red Tarot video. My name is Rose. Today we are going to be choosing works of art from this Barbara Kruger book, Thinking of You, and corresponding tarot cards. So Barbara Kruger is an artist. I'll put a little bio of hers on the screen, but she is most famous for I Shop Therefore I Am. And what's really cool is these are from 1986, 1989. She had put her work up on billboards. Anyway, we will select 4 Barbara Kruger works, and whichever phrase, try to focus on the phrase because each of them have a word or phrase on them that speaks most to you. That's yours, and I will pull a fortune for you based on that. Let's begin. The first Barbara Kruger work for people today: whose values? Whose justice, whose morality, whose community, whose family? Cover of Newsweek 92. Whose values? The next one to choose from is it's in German. Empathy Can Change the World, Germany 91. Empathy Can Change the World in German. It's a baby, newborn baby's head being measured. If the phrase empathy can change the world resonates with you, this would be yours. Third Barbara Kruger work. Give Me All You've Got. Give me all you've got. That's the third one. And the fourth one, the fourth and final work is Admit Nothing, Blame Everyone, Be Bitter. So we have whose values? Empathy Can Change the World, Give Me All You've Got, and Admit Nothing, Blame Everyone. For whose values? Can we have some guidance for those who felt most drawn to the phrase whose values, whose justice, whose morality? From 1992. Whose values? Kind of poignant for this day and age that we are in, no? Whew. Determined to be free, fixated on escaping. Yeah, I get the sense this is becoming free or escaping oppressive belief systems or oppressive institutions of power that try to change laws and control people based on their set of values. Knight of Discs is completely focused on, completely determined to, persistent over a long period, focused goal, focused energy, and the Sun is breaking free from oppression. The next work of art was Empathy Can Change the World. So let me hold it close for you. In German. '91. Card or two of guidance for those who are drawn to the phrase empathy can change the world. Knowing how others suffer, like having empathy to their, as much empathy as one could have for others' trauma, can help inspire people to have an idea of how to solve it. Ace of Discs is a realistic, tangible solution is the word I'm getting here. The beginning stages of how to solve something can be accomplished by empathizing. It's interesting, it's a baby's head being measured and this person has a bandage wrapped around their head, right? It's like poetry of being able to wrap your head around a stranger's predicament. That you're even thinking about it because you really can empathize or feel empathy, at least for another human being. You can't empathize, may not have been in their exact situation, but you're thinking about it enough that you can come up with a solution. This feels more like a solution at a grander scale, like human rights, not, your friend's problem. Although I'm not discounting that. Very interesting take. Nine of Wands to me is the PTSD card. The third work is Give Me All You've Got. From 1986. This is I think, talking about greed. Any guidance for those who were drawn to the phrase in this work, give me all you've got? Not interested in expansion. Not interested in expansion of territory. Not wanting to think about the world as yours to do with what you like. Really, I don't know. Barbara Kruger's work is political, and so the cards are responding in that way. I don't get a sense that these are fortunes very much for the personal life. It's for what was happening globally right now. I'm filming this on, I normally would not tell you this, but January 22nd, because I think something is about to blow, and so I just want to, these cards are referencing that. So yeah, I don't want to treat the world as my playground, not wanting to dominate, not wanting to expand, not interested in owning taking ownership of other countries or other people's things, other people's resources. The final cards are for the final work of art, called Admit Nothing, Blame Everyone, Be Bitter, from 1987. Showing a handshake over a map. Got a sinus headache during this video. Admit nothing, blame everyone, be bitter. Some cards of guidance for those who chose this work out of the 4. Do you want me to cut? Yeah, I'm getting a strong sense of greed in these readings. We have power dynamics here. A wealthy man giving change to some beggars. And then we have the card for a wealthy businessman in his robe of grapes. Admit nothing. So this speaks very much about underhanded business practices and not admitting to them. I mean, 6 of Discs is really a card that took a long time to wrap my head around, because it can be both good and bad. It can be give and take, you know. I have only really gotten it though for when there's one party that you're dealing with who one of you is on a higher level than the other one, like one makes a lot more money than the other or something like that, or one is basically giving you a place to live and in return you're doing labor for them, or these types of situations where sure it's give and take, but one person does have the upper hand in some regards. So it's not a comfortable dynamic if you want equality, and then it's emphasizing the boss man, the rich person element. So I think this is just emphasizing underhanded business practices, as I said, pursuit of power through keeping the downtrodden or the powerless in their position so that you can stay elevated and gain more influence. Not a really nice note to end on, but I enjoy looking at these again. It's been a while. We didn't get a single of my favorite works, but maybe we'll do this again sometime. would love to do one for Cindy Sherman. Thank you.